All right, guys, we are on Bus Confessions today, and we have here with us Ebony Mystique.
I'm like,
Yes, girl.
What's good? Thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here.
I'm on the bus.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I ain't on the back of the bus. I'm at the front. What's good?
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's at the VIP section. Yes. So, Ebony Mystique.
What's good?
We're happy to have you on the bus.
I'm astounded. Is that a word? It is now. I'm astounded. Thank you for having me.
You are great vibes, good energy. You got the bling on today for the bus.
You know.
That's right.
All for you.
Aw, thank you. I feel so special. So, how long have you been in the sex industry?
4 fucking years. Literally. August 11th will be my 4th year in the porn industry. So 4 years coming up.
Okay. Is that a long time for you?
I don't feel like that. I feel like I just got here and there's so much more to go. Now I still feel like a novice, but for some they feel like I'm expert. They even call it gold legend, but I just got here. There's so much more to go. Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah. I mean, I personally would say that that's a long enough time to be considered, I don't know, a legend for sure.
Damn, Gina. It's like for me 10 years or more, because if you could sustain a decade in any industry, because even I feel like the biggest people in the world, like a Jay-Z or somebody, 10 years in your craft is where you can be notable. So 10 years for me, I would be like, okay, then I'm an OG in this bitch.
Right. But I also feel like you've just accomplished so much in your career in that time that people still could look up to you and, you know, kind of want to copy some of the things that you do and, you know, be the type of performer that you are.
I think that's what it is. It's almost like a cliche. The time frame that I've been in here, I've done so much already. Right. So it seems like I've been here long. I even have fans that be like, I've been watching you since high school. And I'm like, how old are you? Because I just got here. But, you know, it seems like I've been here longer than I have. And I appreciate that, too, because that means I'm doing something great.
Right.
But there's so much more to, it's coming.
And we're going to get into that.
Yeah.
For sure. So, you haven't always been in the industry. You said only 4 years. So, before that, you used to be a nurse, right?
A nurse, a celebrity fashion designer.
Okay.
I worked with most of all the A-listers that everybody loved in the fashion world. So, that's what I was doing before porn.
Okay. And when you were nursing, did you kind of always, feel like you were just wanting to do more than just be a nurse?
All nurses do. And if they say they don't, they cap. Because we're still women and we're still trying to put the makeup. What are you doing putting on makeup if you work day shift at 4 a.m.? Why are you waving your hair when you're saving lives? That's for a reason, because you want to still feel beautiful, presentable, but that is not the place for that. So for me, I was very much into my external appearance. Even I got some things done while I was a nurse, just for me though.
So you got your boobs done while you were a nurse? Well,
the first set, not these. Okay. This came with porn. But yeah, just doing things that you feel good for yourself. But it's not the place where Dr. Dick could be like, oh my God, Ebony, you look amazing today. That Fenty is glowing. That's like sexual harassment for a doctor. Okay. So I was too much, I think, for them externally. I'm trying to smell good. You can't do that in the ICU.
Can you have your nails done like that?
No. They say that's like OSHA. It's not hygienic to have acrylic nails because you got to wash your hands and you're dealing with stuff. So no. So you kind of you're beautiful, but you're undermined. So but you're fucking the doctors on break. I'm not under NDA with them. We're not gonna say no names. But it's like we're having a lifestyle here, but it's not giving. Yeah.
Is that common in
nurses
industry?
And doctors fucking? Yeah. It's normal. They go to sleep. They usually work 72-hour shifts. So that's 3 days. And they need some ass. They saving lives. So they need to ejaculate.
Right.
Yeah, I've been in some offices. Yeah.
Oh. Have you ever experienced fucking a doctor on break?
Sure, it's boring. I feel like a lot of doctors are boring because when they don't have a lifestyle, this is all they do. Is save lives. They're there for hours and hours at a time. So I feel like Yeah, they were boring. But there is one doctor that I would literally try to contact right now. He had a big ass dick and do porn.
Like how big was his dick?
I'm good at this. Good dick rating, maybe about 8 inches for a doctor that's big.
Really? So doctors usually have smaller dicks?
I feel like that. Yeah, maybe they're not worrying about down here. They're worrying about up here, you know?
So they're thinking with a different head.
Yeah, a different head. Yes,
okay,
exactly.
Got it. So do you think that doctors usually have good dick, though?
I think they
Big
do.
Dick,
It make it good because they're responsible.
Oh.
Just think about fucking somebody that's responsible. It like when you fucking them, it's like this is good.
Mm-hmm.
Like after we fuck, I don't gotta Uber myself out. You got a career.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we could do some things. You know, it's passive fuck. So I think it's good sex. They're just boring. I like maybe more excitement.
Do you mean boring in the bed? Like boring how you fuck them?
I like porn sex. Like slut me out. That normal shit, doggy, all these like weird positions. I'm trying to find new positions right now. I would really enjoy a new position.
Well, we just had Jason Love on the bus, which we'll talk about.
Shout out to Jason.
Oh. Have you ever fucked Jason?
No, we in the DMs. We talking. Okay. I've been contracted so long. I believe he was too, and then he retired. So it's just the timing.
Right.
But what's up?
So he actually was talking about the Superman plank. Have you ever?
I've seen it, but I've never done it yet.
Oh, okay.
I've never had nobody do that to me.
That's a new position.
That is a new one. We're going to try that. And then Yum the Boss, shout out to Yum the Boss. I seen her like literally standing up, like how you would fuck a girl, you're standing up. She was fucking the guy with the dick in her pussy standing up. So he was on the bed like this, and she was standing up, and she was fucking him. But the dick was in her pussy. I got to try that. That's crazy to me.
That's crazy because she's the one in control.
She's dominating.
Dominating.
I love that. Oh, my God. And he's so comfortable being on that side. I don't know if it's top, bottom, but whatever he is laying down and she dominating, I like that for them.
Well, I wonder if it feels better for the guy when, like, for example, when a woman's on top and she's doing the riding, if it feels better for a guy to just kind of lay there and let their dick get fucked in that sense.
I love riding because that's my time to shine.
Oh.
I'm a passive aggressive in sex, usually. Okay. You know, I kind of vibe with you. If you seem like you kind of trying to move me or take control, I'll allow that. But then I'm like, okay, let me get my power back. Lay down. I'm about to fuck the shit out you. Because I think it's an even exchange. I think sex, it can't be selfish. Good sex cannot be selfish. And men must know that all women do not orgasm. Ladies die and never had a real orgasm.
That's crazy.
You know,
that's really crazy.
Even during sex, because our pussy get wet, it's a hole. But like to really get to what they get to at a cum shot, that it take us,
of course,
a situation.
Yeah, absolutely. So back to the nursing, really quickly. Do you think that all nurses are low key freaks?
Yes, we've had this conversation in the break room.
Oh, really?
And I work night shift. So we up trying to survive.
Right.
And some things happen at 3, 4 a.m. Your brain is supposed to be asleep, but you up talking to mother. You talking to these ladies. And yeah, all strippers have that. I mean, that's what I mean. Nurses want to be strippers, adorn. We talk about, when I worked in Las Vegas as a nurse, most of us was talking about stripping. And there were some nurses who left their night job and were go-go dancers. You could do the both in Las Vegas. Very interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So that's not really like looked down upon then?
Nah. No. Certain places, different strokes for different folks. Certain places is more acceptable, I guess.
Do you remember any of like the crazy conversations you guys had? Does one in particular stand out to you still? Just
basically, we want to strip. And there was one time, and shout out to my Filipino nation. I love my Asians. They love me too. And I worked in California, so we all know that's Filipino state, period. And one time, we had a whole little strip party. We didn't take no clothes off, but we acted like we was twerking in the break room when we was on our break. It's a vibe. So we all kind of think about being adorned and loved. I mean, even in a, you see how the scrubs get tighter and tighter on some nurses? Like, damn. Yeah, that was me.
Okay. And you've been wearing the cute little shoes and the little
all that.
makeup,
it's a whole vibe. I need my stethoscope to match my Crocs. We've been on Crocs. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of nurses that are baddies, though. I've seen some walking around and I'm like, okay, like.
And they freaks.
Yeah.
Because we already know the human body and what's going to come out of it and it's so nothing freaks us out. It's like, it's natural.
Okay, so maybe that's why nurses are more freaks, because they're not scared of...
We know the anatomy and the physiology of the body. And that's what I tell people, even with sex. You should know the male and the female anatomy. How you going to be able to make somebody get to like their highest if you don't even know what you're looking at? You don't even know a hole, what it does. So it's important to know the human body.
Yeah, for sure. And you also said that you were a celebrity stylist. How was that?
Amazing. Still, porn took over, but I'm still a designer, period. I'm going to come back and do a line maybe next year. But yeah, it's been amazing. I love fashion. I kind of put that in my porn. You know, I think that's why people get the details, the visuals. I'm very, meticulous about certain things. So,
would you ever make like a company, a clothing company for porn stars, content creators, that kind of vibe? I'm actually kind of thinking about what that would look like. So not just porn stars, but marketing my fashion into porn. Like, how do you mesh? Because it's something I kept separate for so long. So we were thinking about doing a fashion show, a really big one, which may be coming up soon. We'll talk about that later. Okay. I'm kind of trying to mesh the industry with the fashion world, because fashion, sex, and I mean, we're not promoting drugs, but drugs. It's like the world, and rock and roll. It's normal. So when you have fashion, you got pretty girls, pretty guys. You know, it's just trying to match. So we'll see. And, you know, a lot of these guys and girls, when they aren't working, when they aren't performing, they're just, like, really nice. I would imagine. You know? I will believe they're nice. But my thing would be, like, you already know what we look like with our clothes off. You do porn. We get it. But there is something sexy about somebody that is dressed and modest, and you're fantasizing about what they might look like when it's all off. So I think meshing that together, but it's a process. You know, you can't shock people with like, oh, I'm a fashion designer. You got to kind of like mesh it in so they don't get confused. So that's what we're trying to figure out right now. I love that. It's very unique, and I think, you know, with the right marketing and with the right group of people, it can do really well. So it's exciting. Because when somebody look good, you want to fuck the shit out of them. That's right. Period. That's like, right. That's a badass bitch. And he look good. He got Baccarat on. You know? And then it makes you think like, what does their dick look like? What do they look like? Right. Naked? If they can put themselves together, they're responsible people, usually. For sure. Let's hope. They got good credit. Important. So what got you into doing porn then? If you were doing all these things, you know, that you seemingly were probably good at. COVID-19. Okay. When everything shut down, everybody else, the world, the situation we was in, it was like a shutdown, even for a nurse. At that time, I had left the ICU, and I went into advice call nursing. So I was literally on the phone taking advice calls. Because we were in a building, my job, security, like everybody else, was decreased. So I had to make a decision in that time. Like, did you want to stay home? Did you want to get unemployment? Because we can't keep doing this here. Only the seniority nurses was able to work from home, and I had just switched in my position from ICU to the advice call center. So I had called Pinky XXX, who is a friend of mine for years, and my manager at the time. Well, she wasn't at the time, but she became my manager. The fact of the matter is I called her. She wasn't playing with me before. She's like, stay a nurse. Nobody cares. I was like, because I could do porn being a nurse, but she didn't pay me no mind. But something in my voice, I guess, I still don't know to this day what made her take me seriously at this call. But I told her before the whole world knew, because, of course, I'm a frontliner, so we already knew that there was going to be, like, a possible shutdown, pandemic, whatever. You knew before everyone else did. So I called her and told her, you know, some weird shit happening with my job. You know, I want to shoot porn. And she was basically telling me that she was going to give me a shot and see how I did. So I did that. I masked up. She paid me. We did 2 scenes with 2 of the top male performers at the time. And it went super viral. So you masked up. You put on the mask. I wasn't ready to show my face, but I was ready to give the world what I got, like physically. And it went crazy. It went crazy viral. And that was the thing. She told me, if I shoot you, I'm going to tell you now, your mom might find out about this. You good? That's porn. Are you ready for y'all, like your family to find out? So she was being straight up with you. Dead ass. And at the time I was like,
I guess. But I didn't the mask thing for me was my security of them not finding out. But it was a total motherfucking blooper. It did not work. My body structure, my tattoos, the way I came on the scene, the people knew. And I told her to take it down after she paid me and it went viral. Respectably, she did. But then it was too much for her. So 3 months later, after 3 months of them asking, who's the girl in the mask? Where's the girl in the mask? I had called her back and I was like, you know what? I want to leave my job. It's getting weird. This is when COVID really happened, when it was like, okay, everybody had to stay home. And I lived in LA at the time. So LA, I feel like, had the worst COVID experience. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all had to stay home for the longest.
Right.
And she was like, all right, I'm going to shoot you again. But you got to take the mask off.
Oh.
I was like, oh, shit. She was like, but the thing is, everybody kind of already knows you. Uh-huh. Like, if you're going to, what do you want to be, a porn, someone who does adult porn film, or you want to be a porn star? And I was like, oh, I want to be a star. She was like, all right, let's go. And we took the mask off. We did the scene. Another top performer, Javon Jordan, he had a condom on because I don't know what I was thinking. We were all tested. We're always tested. I seen his test. He got my test. But for some reason, I don't know what it was. I was like, no, I want to do a condom.
Because you were still like in your nurse mask.
Probably, yeah. Like, right? I was like, what the fuck? And the fact of the matter is that why that went super viral is because he had a condom on, and we could count it. Well, look at the video. Y'all know what it is. Look on PXXX. He came 17 times.
I know.
And I squirted. That was the viral part. Like, the comments was like, huh? What? Like, what? So that's the viral part. It was a shock factor, even for me, because I haven't squirted since I was like 17.
Damn.
And he made me squirt, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on with my body at that moment. But I was like, keep the cameras around, let's going. And we was lit.
So making a guy come that many times with a condom on is actually it's kind of crazy, to say the least. And how did you even do that? Like, were you doing some type of trick? Or
no, I was on Ace of Spades. I was on Ace of Spades because I would like my champagne at the time. And I was just in the vibe. I felt comfortable because Pinky had trusted me a third time after she shot me twice with the mask. I knew the director already because he shot me the first 2 times on her website. I just was like, if I'm going to do this shit, I'm going to drain this man. Like, I already knew. I had came in already knowing what the fuck I needed to do.
But 17 to 20 times is way more than
That's crazy.
So I just know people wonder, how did that even happen?
I have no idea. He didn't even know. Even in the video, he was like, oh my God. Like, I don't know. What the hell? I don't know. I was tearing his ass up. Like, I was not playing with him. I was not playing with the opportunity.
Right.
Like, I was serious about that. We was kind of casual in the beginning, but no, really, if you learn the human anatomy and about the body and actually talk with people about what they like, you have to be attentive in sex.
Right.
Because you might be doing something you think feel good. Because Guac 3000 don't feel good to everybody. Right. Not all men like that. It actually hurts some men.
I was watching your, sorry to cut you off, your podcast with Key Glock. He was on it as well. He actually said that he doesn't like hands when he's getting head. And when I saw that, I was like, that's pretty crazy, because in my personal experience, I've never experienced a guy who doesn't like that. It's
both. But some men don't. You have to very much be attentive to the person that you're having sex with.
Right.
There's a connection right there. That's the chemistry. Just like we know, everybody in the world is not the same.
Exactly.
You know, so that's very important. So I think I tapped in with that guy that day. And we went crazy.
And then that's how your porn lifestyle began. Yeah,
that's actually where it kind of took off after that. After that third scene, it was pretty much over.
But that's a big start.
Yeah, I started on OnlyFans. Yeah. Pinky XXX was like, that was one of the best advice she could have gave me. Right. She gave me a lot of good advice, but that was really good because she didn't have to do that. Because she's a company. Right. She's a production company. For her to tell me to do something independent where I can make money after this scene for myself as a producer, director, company owner, she could have just contracted me to Pinky XXX and I would have never known about OnlyFans because I didn't know. She was like, you need to get an OnlyFans. And when I tell you that money made me, that money came in, and I thought it was a scam. I thought like they done rigged up something, like it was a PPE. Like, I'm going to jail, baby. Where's this money coming from? So I was scared as fuck. And then, yeah.
So there was actually an article a couple months ago, and it was about a woman, a nurse, who lost her nursing job for having an OnlyFans. And the statement was, I lost my job for having an OnlyFans, but now I'm a millionaire. Would you say like that's kind of your story too? Have you made around $1 million?
We make $1 million with 6-figure, 7-figure people. It's a career. Hello,
Right.
we got to think about this. Why do people go to nursing school? Why do people become physicians? But you're a high-ass taxpayer. That's the problem. When you're independent like you are, like I am now, I could have writable taxes. Like, no, this is, you write that off.
Right.
It's independent. I'm in a business.
Right.
But when you work for a job, they see the check. It's like, how the hell, where are the exemptions from? Do you have children? Do you have real estate? There's things that you have to prove for them to write off stuff.
Yeah.
So I was at 43% tax bracket when I left nursing.
Wow.
That's half my check. So if I made $20K, which is possible, in a 2-week span, because we get paid bi-weekly, maybe I bring home 15 or 12. You know, that's not it.
Right.
But you're paying into your taxes. So tax paying, in that way where you're not independent and don't have your own shit that you can like write off and show. Because when they pay you a check, it's like there's nothing to write off unless you have exemption.
This is with nursing, right?
Or like corporate jobs or like non-independent jobs.
Right.
Yeah.
But with OnlyFans, it's
OnlyFans is crazy. You're your own person. You're
Right.
your own you're your own independent contractor. So even my eyelashes, if I get my titties done, if I get a drink of Starbucks, a coffee on the way to set, everything is tax writable. It's a
Right.
business. Yeah.
Would you say that OnlyFans money is better than porn money?
Can I say that right now? I think it's a mesh. For me, in my mind, the way I want to see myself, I need both. I need the mainstream industry and the grandfather shit they done put in for years before I even came.
Right.
Shout out to Deep Throat, Linda Lovelace. Like, this stuff is grandfathered in. They have a fan base, a network. It's porn. So I need those numbers. I need their network. I need them to like appreciate me and shoot me and put me on their shit. But also, with that being said, when you see me there, you're going to want to find me. Where else can I find her after this scene? So the fact that we have independence now and able to like draw our fans to our shit is amazing. And that's one thing Pinky XXX always had, was her own website, even in the DVD phase. That's why she's still perplexed the whole little DVD thing and the website. Yeah, so yeah, OnlyFans money is amazing because it's for you.
Right.
When you do shoots for companies, it's good for your network. It builds your brand, right? If they promote you, if you're lucky enough for them to promote you, because they'll shoot you maybe, but if they actually put you on their platform and show your face and tag you out, you know, that's a different thing. But yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so you kind of need both.
I feel like it depends on the person and where you want to see yourself.
Right.
See me, I want to be a household name.
Right.
Like a motherfucking mega star.
Okay.
So I need both.
Right.
I want to have that. But see, the difference between that, the stardom, there's thing between stardom and having real financial stability.
Right.
I don't give a fuck so much about the numbers and the clout.
Okay.
I do, but I need the numbers to be in my bank account. You know? So that's the thing.
Right.
You know, independence is important.
So what is a sex worker to you? Because some would consider themselves content creators rather than a sex worker.
I think it's sort of rhetoric and ad-libs and talking. If you put your ass online, I don't give a damn if you ASMR and I want to fuck you and you're monetizing for it, baby, that's sex work. Think about an airport. We all gonna go to Dubai, but I got Emirates. I can go on London Airlines. Point is, there's 9 ways to skin a cat. We still gonna get to Dubai. So there's so many ways of getting to the point. But we have to keep this shit real. And there's nothing wrong with sex work. Cause don't look at the word sex work. Unless you just having sex.
Right.
So I don't judge a motherfucker who don't put luxury tax on their punani.
Well, it is a lot of work. Being in the sex
it's
industry.
definitely work.
It's work.
Even a stripper, or excuse me, an exotic dancer, the tones. I know I can get on the pole and do that shit they do. That's why I pay as a patron. You know, it's a job, all of it. But it is some sort of sex work, and it's okay.
Yeah.
That part is okay.
Yeah, because some people just will be like, no, I'm a content creator. But I think that, you know, people should embrace the fact that they are sex workers, especially because now it's so much more accepted and, you know.
It sounds good. Sex work, you're getting paid for it, so you want to be a free fuck is crazy.
Right.
But to each his own.
Right. You've been nominated for some awards, right? At the AVN, and then you've actually won an award. It was the Urban X award.
I won a few. I won the AVN.
Okay.
I won, that was a co-star performer scene, and then hella nominations, just period. But definitely this year where I'm hosting Urban X, and there's like 5 or 6 nominations.
Yeah, so I saw some of these nominations where, what was one? Best Ass, and then Favorite Female Porn Star. You had a lot of them. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm humbled as fuck.
Congrats on that. If you were to like determine, before you started porn, if you were to determine like what award you would win, just based off of knowing your skills, your talents, how much potential that you have to offer, which awards do you think that you would have been nominated for?
They don't have this award category, but I'm the drainer. Like, my thing is, I'm in competition with my motherfucking self. Hello. So I'm literally trying to figure out what I could do with this person at this moment. I want to be able to drain them faster than they ever been drained before and give them the best experience, because it's like you hit the lotto. This is an experience, and it's an experience for me too. But I want you, it's memorable. Is that the word?
Memorable?
I want you to remember me. Because you know when you have a bad fuck, like, I don't even know you. Like, you be like, oh, we fucked. Like, huh? I don't remember that. Like, very memorable. So my thing would be, I would want to be like the dick draining queen in the first 5 minutes or something.
Oh. Do you think you can make that an award?
Yeah. Yeah. I did a blow bang recently, and I drained all their ass. Everybody was coming crazy. My goal at the end of that scene was to make them all say they was tired and want to go to bed. And they did.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out to all y'all that was in that scene. Amazing performance.
So what is your tips to be able to drain a guy like that? Like, how do you do that?
Like, it's the combination. And then again, you really have to talk with your partner.
The combination of what?
Like, balls, rectal massage or anal massage. It's not, we're not talking about homosexuality. I'm a female. There is actual prostate massage. It's prostate. I ain't say your ass. I said prostate. Part of balls. You know, balls, prostate, the anatomy. I know the anatomy of people. So the human being, you know, the tip, back to the shaft, you know, you got to kind of like figure out your partner. And the thing for me is, you'll know when they like it, because that's when they like, oh, yeah, right there. Whatever that is right there, just stay. Why did you move? It's just like when we get that as a girl and they hit that G-spot, and it's like, oh, well, that's it right there. Because otherwise you just licking ass and getting my asshole wet. And it's just like, no, not right there. Like Siri. Siri to the pussy. Alexa, put them right on the clit, like right here. If they move, it's like, oh, you fucked up. It's the same way with a penis. Like, when they like it, just stay right there. I feel like that's the thing. Because that's where they feeling that shit. And that's going to get them good. Okay. Yeah.
Thanks for the tips. I mean, I'm sure everyone watching is not going to be like, hopefully people will take that into consideration.
I would say, like, why are y'all not paying attention to your partner's sex? It can't be a selfish act. You know, it could, because you're trying to think about your nut, but you are dealing with someone else unless you're just trying to masturbate with yourself, which is totally fine. And I do recommend that too. I feel like you should actually have some time with yourself so that you know how to direct people, what you like. You know?
Well, you've said before that communicating with your partner about sex is really important. What did you mean by that? Like, fully?
During the act. Is it good? Consent. You know, checking in with your partner during sex. You know, that I do that all the time. You like that? It's good. It feel good. You know, it's important to just make sure that everybody is on the same cahoots and having fun. Sex can be very selfish, but that's not good sex.
Right.
You know? The girl be sitting there wet, wanting more, but the guy came and he can't get hard again because he just in his, like, phase of, like, I just came great. But the girl's sitting there like, I want more. You're supposed to talk about that, you know? Sex is not like, people think sex is necessary because it's a human thing, but it also comes with skill and a level. You know, there's different heights of ejaculation.
Right.
Mm-hmm. There's levels to this shit.
Right.
And I don't like no boring shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've got that.
Yeah.
Sure. You don't like no boy.
No.
So what do you think sets you apart from other porn stars?
I don't know. They will have to tell you that. I'll let the people tell you what's going on. But I think that I got this fake ass look. I'm a Barbie for sure. That's my brand. I came out like this. It is what it is. I love it. But I'm a real ass girl. Like, I show my fans my personality. You'll get ebony like this, but then I'll hit you with a bonnet on at the gym, going to Starbucks. Like, literally, I think what sets me aside maybe from some people is I'm very secure. I came insecure about what I wanted, and I had a very dope team. You know, people that were already legends and them perplexed the whole porn industry situation to kind of be in my ear about shit. And I think it's very important to have somebody kind of help you out in the industry. I feel like you can't do this shit by yourself or just jump in it. It's an industry like the music industry. You know, you could be an independent music artist, but you still need a DJ. You need a radio station. Right. You need that money.
It's a whole team.
You know, it's a whole team. So that's the thing I think that set me apart.
So was your team. But I mean, you are, you know, very unique in a lot of ways. You have a great personality. You're very personable. Would you consider any of those?
Ebony Mystique. I didn't give me my name. My team did. So it's like there's so many layers. Like, you'll see this, but people won't even think that if they was to choke and we at Salt Bay restaurant and they choked on his steak, I literally legally had to save your life. I can't walk away. Because if they find out you died and there was a medical professional here, I would lose my license. So that's the mystique. I'm a fashion designer. From London on the Track, Summer Walker. Shout out to Sexy Red. I want to do some shit for you. And we looking for the hoochie daddies. But Sukiyana, all, you know, it's like, even with that, like, it's a mystique thing. So she do porn, but what else is, there's something more. So that's the thing. Like, I'm a shock factor, you know? It's like not just an external thing.
Right.
So I think that's what set me out. There's so many layers to me.
Right.
You know? And I'll drain your ass. I'll literally put your ass to sleep. Drain your soul for real.
We need to get that on the bus.
Yeah. Yeah. It's coming, y'all. We're going to do a sex scene.
Oh.
We're going to do a sex scene for y'all. But right now we getting all these confessions and I got some shit to tell you.
That's right. That's right. So when you're at the AVNs, you meet a lot of fans. Do a lot of people come up to you and they're like, oh my gosh, you know? They're
real sweet, yeah.
What is your craziest fan experience that you've had?
Actually, I haven't had too many. Everybody been really cool, very pleasant. Not too many weirdos or anything. Probably because usually when I'm out, I'm with like browsers or they have security. They kind of be on their best behavior. They're not acting bad. I haven't had too many wild experiences. The most thing is that people want to know how they could get into porn or if they could work with me or like work for browsers or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's never like, oh my, they never say anything crazy about.
I haven't had too many, but then for me it was crazy, you know? I'm like so non-judgmental, like what the fuck? I'm a nurse, like I've heard so many things, but I haven't had too many weird experiences. Even with people with different fetishes and different fetish requests, I don't think it's like weird. I just may not I might not be into that type shit.
I was going to ask you, so on your OnlyFans, have you ever gotten fans requesting like some off-the-wall shit that you could do for them? Can you tell us any about it?
So for some people it's not off the wall, but then again, we were just talking about that. For me, I don't do like rainbow porn. That's like the bloody, period, bloody, gory stuff.
Right.
I haven't done bi porn yet. I have done a trans girl scene, me being a cis girl scene that went super viral. So I've kind of got into that, but I haven't like strapped on a male or fucked a male in his ass.
So you were, for that scene, you were the cis female.
Girl. So the language, we all must be appropriated. Right. Born female is now considered a cis woman or cis girl.
Correct.
And a person born male who, or a girl born girl who wants to transition into the different sex appropriation would be considered a trans girl or a trans boy. Yeah.
So you did, that scene went viral, you said, when you did that.
Went crazy.
Would you ever consider doing scenes like that? Like, was that a custom that someone wanted, or
No, that was Pinky Triple X. They decided that actually that was Pinky's dream in her career to do trans.
Oh, okay.
Do a scene with the trans girl, but it never happened, and I was totally down for it because in my mind, I'm not being disrespectful in any way. You guys know me. I love you guys. I'm talking about the LGBTQ plus community.
Correct.
When I say you guys, but I was talking about the fact that it's still for me down there a penis.
Okay.
And I'm a girl. Like a cis girl.
Right.
So I love the fact that I'm totally confused about what the fuck is going on. You're beautiful from here. You're a woman. I can see that. But there is still a huge ass penis. And here's the gag for me. For me to get a gay man, because like, let's be real here. Trans girls are usually homosexual. They're gay men who turn into women, right? So they're not gonna, my pussy doesn't matter to them. They don't care about that. They like men. But for me to get a gay man hard and like, do you wanna fuck me? Is like a whole other thing in itself. Because there's some straight men, heterosexual men, you can't pay them $1 billion to do that act.
Right.
They're not gonna get hard. So you get what I mean? It's like, what the
sure.
fuck is going on here?
For sure.
I love it.
So you drained them as well.
Hell yeah. We went crazy with that scene.
That's funny.
And
so,
it became a trend almost. Now it's like now it's acceptable in the African American community.
Right.
Because that was the viral part, the shock factor, because we killed it. They never seen nothing like that before in that way. Because shout out to T.S. Paris, she's beautiful. So it tricked even the heterosexual guys. They didn't even know how to request the scene because it's like, am I supposed to watch it? But I kind of need to. I like it. So it broke a barrier.
For sure. So aside from that, which is, you know, super cool that you broke that barrier and all those things, what would you consider the craziest thing that you've ever done on camera?
Oh my God, I've done so much crazy shit. How about walking around Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills naked?
Oh.
I just had a thong on, literally, during COVID.
Titties out and everything?
Yeah, I had started this series called MYSTIQUE Tits in Public, which was also in super viral. We went to Venice Beach, we did Hollywood. I was in LA at that time. So we just tore shit up. And I literally was walking around, just running crazy at the gas station, getting Gatorade with just a thong on. At the smoke shops, doing hookah. Getting this black, what is it called? Backwood. What are they fucking?
Backwoods, yeah.
Yeah, the shit. Literally just titties. It was amazing.
Did you get anything for free?
Yeah, of course.
What did you get? Like, were they
at
just
the
offering
smoke shop, hey, I almost got an ambassador deal, but I was like, the numbers weren't correct. Just, yeah, I got all my snacks that I came in there to buy.
That is pretty crazy. Did you record it?
Yeah, it's recorded. It's on Pornhub. It's on all the little things. Yeah, it's there.
Dang, that takes, you know, some confidence.
I was scared of shit, but I was like, you know what? Let me get some 1942, and I'm gonna do this. And it went crazy.
For sure. That's wild. That's super wild. So have you ever fucked a fan before?
I think so.
Oh, you think so?
I say that because some of the performers that I fucked consider themselves as like fans of me, so I would say yes. But like a fan that's outside of porn, not yet. Not like on camera or anything. Off camera, yeah, you know, you kind of have like your own personal fucking. But yeah, I would love to fuck a fan on camera, I think, at this point. I think they're worthy, for sure.
Is personal sex still good to you after doing porn?
Absolutely. There's another cliche because there's Ebony Mystique and then there's Mimi, who is my other person. That's who I am outside of porn. And that sex is, I would imagine, what I would love would be kind of different because I'm at work on set. You get, like, people don't understand. 20-minute video is literally 8 hours on set, and cut and this and that and no, and then do it over and do your makeup again. And it is film. We're like, this is the industry. It's real film. So I don't do that at home. There's no camera. We're just naturally vibing. So yeah, it's different, and I think it's both good.
Right.
But there's just a different intention.
For sure.
With it.
There was a girl on the bus the other day that I was shooting, and she said that she has 0 sex in her personal life. It's all work. And actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, multiple girls have said that. I wonder, you know...
It's hard out here it's hard out here when you push and pee. Right. Really, because, you know, motherfuckers don't be knowing where to go with it, because maybe they already meet you as a fan. Right. You know, so they don't know exactly what it looks like off camera. Maybe they have their own intention of even fucking you. Maybe they want to do porn. Maybe they're trying to get on. You never know what the intention is of the person, right. You know, so that could be it. And the fact that they won't turn it off. So maybe we do have more problems with off-camera relationships because you're literally in bed with a person at home, but they're watching your porn. Mm-hmm. It's very... For some people, it's not a nice thing because, hello, look at me, I'm here, like, find out about me. Mm-hmm. It's just like a physician or someone else who has a regular job, like, at home. Most physicians won't do surgery on their family. Like, if a surgeon won't, it's like a conflict of interest, you know? Mm-hmm. Some point, let's turn this shit off. You know, so that's probably what the thing is, yeah.
So, if a regular guy wanted to fuck you or get to know you, take you on a date, how would he approach you? Like,
his credit score.
Oh.
You want my Zelle? Let me see how you living. Mm-hmm. How your mama? You good with your mom? You got sisters so I could talk to about you? A guy would just have to show me what he's trying to show me. Like, whatever it is that you trying to give. And I wish people in the first 5 seconds of me, literally 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tell you everything they want. Let's fuck the bullshit around the bullshit. What the fuck do you want from me? Right. So I would appreciate a guy like that if you know what you want. See, I'm a girl that know what I want. Mm-hmm. Period. When I'm walking in the door, this is what I want. If you want me, show me. You should. And if you say you want me, you should already know what that is you want. You should have already looked at me. Why you want me? You should know that what I like, my personality, what you know. So, woo me. Pretty woman me is what I like to say. Yeah, Jessica Roberts me.
Yeah.
Like, show me something. Because that shit right there is only going to keep my attention, and then I'm going to show you something. Because what make you special will make me special, you know? Mm-hmm. People only special in your eyes. Mm-hmm. That's it. It's your perception of them. So show me some shit. But
for sure. Okay.
We looking for the hoochie daddy. I'm just playing.
So if you see hoochie daddy... he can come up to you.
Yeah, hoochie daddy, yes. Hoochie daddy definitely could, if you don't mind my lifestyle. Because I'm a hoochie at this point. Yeah, I don't mind. Shit, I don't judge nobody. Again, some people fuck for free. Some people put luxury tax on their fucks. And that's where I'm at in my life.
So do you think that it's harder for a porn star and OnlyFans creator to get wifed up?
There are successful relationships in the industry. I feel like it's really about the person and the person that they with. It's just like, if you know that I do adult, like, what is this conversation? Like, what is the problem?
Right.
And then for that person, if they're not an adult, like a civilian, what does that mean for you that I'm going to work and still fucking somebody and we're together? You know? Yeah. It has to be like, so should I retire? Or, you know, it has to be clear communication. Because then the civilian may feel like, you out here getting dick every day. Like, you have sex every day. That's what you do. How do I get fulfilled? You know, because if you do a gangbang, it's not necessarily a good idea maybe to go home and fuck your partner. It's too many dicks. Don't you want to make sure that you're okay at home, everything is good, same energy, ain't nobody got no STDs, you know, not like that because we all get tested, but I'm just saying that's a lot of people that you hold accountable. We don't know who they fucked and who they fucked and who that person fucked, so I'd be like, damn, let me like, or should we use a condom? So it's a thing that, you know, is to be with a person, an adult or a content creator, because they are sex workers, I feel like you have to be a very secure person and know what the fuck you're getting into, because so for some people this is a strict job and it's very offensive to say anything else outside of that, like you're cheating or da 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 da. It's like, you know.
So a guy pretty much has to just be very confident in his relationship. He can't be jealous, because you know a lot of guys, they don't want to act jealous, but they are low key.
Yeah, hella confident, but it's like you already know what I do.
Right.
And I don't disrespect you. I'm telling you I'm going to set. We're talking while I'm on my break. Now, there are people that, like, definitely throw that shit out the bag. They doing hella loose shit. But not everybody like that. And you should know your partner. You shouldn't make that person your partner if they out here doing that stuff. Don't even put your emotions into the shit.
For sure.
That's personal. Don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself.
Right. So speaking of, you know, being with a partner who is in the industry, Jason Love, like I said before, he was recently just on the bus.
Shout out to Jason. See what you're doing. Oh my God.
We did our interview with him, which was super fun. He's a great guy. And, you know, they're still pretty viral right now because of the situation that he did with Lena the Plug.
I seen that.
Lena, and then, you know, the whole Adam situation.
Shout out to them.
Have you seen that video?
I haven't seen it, but it's all over the place, the little memes and this and that. And shout out to Jason. Shout out to Adam, Lena. You know, I really would wonder, I wonder how this is going to end, how this is going to turn out, because that's crazy. I believe Jason did a cream pie and the man
so
wife.
What happened, like, to give the audience, if they don't know,
like, if y'all ain't seen it.
So basically Adam and Lena, they decided that it was time for her to...
I need some water.
Oh, period. Time for her to branch out. Time for her to branch out and be able to fuck another man on camera, which was the first time that she had ever done something like that. And they chose Jason as that person. So basically the video went crazy viral because everyone was really, they had to see it, of course. And like we said earlier about the Superman plank, he talked about that. He did, you know, a bunch of positions. He had to show out, basically.
This part.
So if you haven't seen it, it's probably all over the internet.
Better go see it.
Not hard to find. But Adam is getting a lot of backlash for letting his wife fuck Jason. How do you feel about that?
Shit. I think Adam should pay the motherfuckers no mind. And I feel like maybe he should fuck somebody.
Oh, well, he does.
Yeah.
He fucks girls with her, Lena.
I mean, maybe like a top black girl.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, she fucked the top black. That was a BBC. Jason Love has a BBC. So I get the whole little strategy, you know?
Right.
Like, the fact that, she might be pregnant now. The way that I heard that scene ended.
Yeah, the cream pie.
I mean, I don't know. But that would be very interesting. So, you know, I feel like to make it, like, pop, maybe he could, because he hasn't fucked too many black girls. Maybe they could do that.
Right.
Sound good idea to me.
Would you ever fuck Adam?
Would I fuck Adam? I would fuck Adam.
You would?
I would fuck Adam. I would fuck Adam. As a matter of fact, I told Lena that I would show her how to squirt because she's not a squirter.
Oh.
Yeah, we did our little plug talk interview, AVN, and she told me she didn't squirt. And I turned to Adam like, you're not hitting them chords? So maybe I could teach them a few things. Shout out.
Oh, who do you think would have better dick, Jason or Adam?
I feel like I could train Adam. I feel like I could turn Adam out. Adam just need to be turned up. He already fucking with the porn stars. You know, he just probably need... I feel like he might do porn fucking with me. Like, for real, for real. You know, you got to turn him up. Like, you could do this. You're doing great, Dad. You know, all that shit.
This is what I was saying. Like, why do you think that you can turn Adam out, but the other girls can't? Like, what sets you apart?
I think they could. They had the opportunity. Right. But you see, he's still looking.
That's what I'm saying.
So if you still looking, baby, we out here in the Himalaya. Yeah, he looking for the hoochie mommy. So, yeah, so I feel like, I mean, this shit... I feel like we just might have to get this shit done and see what it is. Because when Ebony say something, we do it. Like, and it just happens. So we might have to see. This might be a test. But I feel like he definitely need to get back at that. You know, all this backlash and stuff like that. People are just being weird, I feel like. But they still watching it. It worked. But I get it because they're married. They got a child together. You got the BBC coming in here. Jason Love. He done fucked your wife, fucked the shit out your wife. Or the position, Superman, tell him and all this. It's a lot going on. I get it. Now he want to beat up Jason Love. It's crazy.
So who do you think would have better dick, though? You never answered.
I think Adam.
Adam, really?
Yeah. Because you got he's moldable. You could train his penis. Jason Love is a professional already. He already know his angles and the way he want to thrust and the fucking. If you train somebody and mold them, you could turn them and you could be better than him. He's seen Jason fuck, so he know what he got to do. He got to top Jason. That's important. So that Superman, he got to be like Michael Myers on the dick.
Ooh.
Slaughter that thing. Fuck a Superman.
So
don't make him fly, just murder it.
Instead of superhero, he got to be the villain.
Yes. I like this one.
Okay. Okay, so you think that Adam would have better dick. I definitely feel like most people would say they would think Jason would have better dick. So I like that you said.
Because he do corn?
Yeah, probably. Because
porn.
A lot of...
I feel like maybe some civilians, because even the fact that they don't do porn, they be saying that they could. They be even like testing you, like, oh, fuck, you better than the porn star. So maybe it's a test. We'll see.
Okay.
Maybe.
Do you think it should be normal for a guy to give his girl like a hall pass in a sense to fuck at least one other guy during a relationship?
If that's what they on, I ain't trying to break up no happy home, but I feel like communication is key, and that will decrease like micro cheating or infidelity if you communicate that you want to fuck somebody and why. It's not like your sex isn't giving. I'm just like interested in doing this with you. So, or not. So a hall pass, hell yeah. Because I give a hall pass to my man if that's what he owns.
I was going to ask, would you let your man fuck another girl if he wanted?
I don't own nobody penis.
Okay.
I'm not an owner. This is not 1940s slavery. Like, the fact of the matter is, if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. I'm not your mama. I'm not your daddy, you know? But let's communicate, because there may be a reason why. Maybe they never done that before. Maybe they want to feel powerful in the moment. It might not be that your pussy is whack or they bored with you. It's just maybe they want to be comfortable with you. So I think in a relationship, it's very important to be comfortable with your mate. So if you want to if you're a woman and want to maybe experience another guy, why not say that to your man? Now, if he busts you upside your head for it, it's probably not the one for you because you were just asking.
Right. Do you think that threesomes should be mandatory in relationships?
Mandatory? Not necessarily, because not many people into that, but I mean, if you are somebody that want to experience that and you're in like a hardcore relationship, is a real relationship, before you start cheating and doing a threesome on your own, you might want to test the person that you say that you love and that you with and spending your time with, because you'd be surprised. If you only communicate with that person, they probably down for it. They probably was thinking they want to do that anyway, but you ain't said nothing.
Right.
So they don't even know how you're going to react. But like, I'm with it.
So you think that a threesome could make a relationship rather than break it?
It could, if we talking about it and don't nobody feel like they're being cheated on and everybody's inside of this situation and outside of this situation, they're not fucking outside the situation. You know, they being honest, keeping it to that moment. Yeah, I think it could work. I think the problem with people is when they don't know. It's like the lie or the sneaky. The sneaky link is the problem. If you keep it 100%, baby, what are we confused about? I've communicated something to you. You're in the know. It's the unknown that get people fucked up, I think.
When I was interviewing Jason, he said that he would absolutely never let his girl fuck another porn star.
You see what I mean?
Guy. But that's kind of like a double standard, right?
I'm saying, but again, that's him. Everybody's different, and probably people would think before he said that he wouldn't, that he would.
Right. Because
of all the shit he do, and they've seen the porn, him do. So, but that's him. See? He a porn star, but in his personal life, he don't want his mommy doing none of that hoochie poppies.
Right.
Only him. So, gotta respect that.
Former football star Antonio Brown responded to the news about Lena and Jason, and he was saying that he wanted to get next. He was calling dibs.
Everybody want to do OnlyFans. Everybody named mama want to do porn. If you work at Popeyes, You got OnlyFans. It's normal now. Everybody and their mama. We flipping chicken and pussy at the same time.
Yeah, we popping pussy and popcorn chicken.
Shout out to King Nasir. I think he did a thing like that, eating chicken, fucking a girl. It's like normal. Everybody and their mom. Yeah, okay.
So Adam replied to Antonio Brown and said, "What are you gonna do with it with your little ass meat?"
I'm done. How do he know his penis little?
Well, I was gonna ask you. Do you think that he would have a small dick?
I mean, maybe because he's seeing from the jersey, you can see the like print, and there's not much there. But I don't know. You never know, because they be having on them jock drawers where they be like putting it in so they can like play basketball and they dick thing all swinging.
What is it called? I think it's called like a cup.
Like a cup. So you could never know, because they trying to protect their balls and their penis. So maybe if we take that off, we could see Antonio Brown. What's up? Her pussy pink. So maybe he gonna have to show. Do you want to do porn? Can you do porn and do NBA, like sports like that?
Is he still? I don't think he's still in sports. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think.
But even if you want endorsements, like, is that a cool? I'm asking you at this point.
Me?
Like, can we do like porn and be like NBA?
I don't think so,
NFL?
because if a nurse can't do it, then I don't think a big football
I don't
star
think this
could.
gonna work, Antonio Brown. But hell, Lena, he want Lena, huh? I might have to watch this thing for real.
I think you do.
It's going crazy.
For sure. That is funny. So do you think that you could tell a guy's dick size just by looking at him? Like,
Usually.
oh, that man is packing, like, for sure.
Usually I'm pretty good at it.
What do you think your success
His
rate
hands and his feet.
is?
And then I'll touch it. I don't, if they allow. You know, everything must be consensual.
Oh, so you would, like, kind of touch the dick?
Yeah, you know, not too. I don't want to touch it with, like, the skin of it, but like they be having jeans on and gray sweatpants and stuff, and a little rub, ain't nothing. I'm doing little appetizers, little tests. You know, you can pretty much tell what's going on in there. I'm pretty good at that now.
What would you say your success rate is with that?
I would say maybe 88%.
88.
Because I would say 88 because some people be lying. Like, a lot of my dick rates be on the internet, you know, and they forget that they sent me a dick pic. But then we're doing a private call, and I'm actually seeing him like stroke the dick in person. I'm
and
like,
it's different.
But I ain't gonna say nothing because I can't fuck the brand up. But I know what you're doing. That's not your peen, but that's good. It worked the first time.
Do you ever get like double pictures? Like one fan sent a dick pic, but then another fan sent the same dick pic before. Like they're just getting them off Google.
No, but I definitely had it where he sent me a dick pic, and then we did a FaceTime, and it's, you know, and all dick matters. We're not peen shaming here, but it was this small when the picture was this big. I'm like, oh my God, what happened? Taking steroids? Maybe, I don't know. Stuff happens. Hormone, you never know, but it definitely shrunk.
That's bold of him to think that you wouldn't notice. So
I think he might have thought I forgot. He was trying to show me what it was from the beginning. He should have just told me the truth, because I remember. I'm an elephant.
Oh. Good memory. What celebs do you think have the best dick?
Celebs?
So Antonio Brown, we don't really know. We can't tell about his dick, but which celebs would you think, like, oh,
I feel like Kevin Gates got some good dick. Because and Lil Boosie, I feel like he probably could fuck. The ones I be talking about fucking all the time. Yeah.
Kevin Gates is a freak, it seems like.
Yo, I feel like he going crazy. He'll pick me up and I'm like, don't put me down. Pick me up and eat my pussy while you're up here. Like, he just goes crazy. So I feel like Kevin Gates for sure. And Lil Boosie probably do. Because they like always talking about sex and stuff like that.
Would you say that those are your top two?
No, I'm not saying that. I don't have a top two.
What about like another football star like Tom Brady, who has like a lot of stamina, you know? Recently he was talking to Kim Kardashian, so maybe word got around he has some good D.
Go on, Kim. You know she gonna get him. Shout out to Kim with the sex tape started. Right. But no, Tom Brady, you know, he kind of retired because his thing was, I need to spend more time with my family and be more humane. So I probably feel like he got some good dick to give now too, because it's been years of him working and being this successful star. Right now he want to be human, so he's trying to get into his sexuality, his personality, who I am, what did this all mean. So he probably willing to fuck. I feel like Elon Musk got some good dick too.
For sure.
Better than Mark Zuckerberg. For sure.
Maybe some Bill Gates dick.
Oh, yeah, we getting there now. Hell yeah, you can change the temperature for us. Hell yeah, I like that. Yep. All them.
Okay. But you would say that your top 2 would be Kevin Gates and Boosie.
As far as what I think they dick giving.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they would give more than just dick, though.
I feel like they probably a porn star fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you were saying earlier, all dick matters. Does size matter to you at all?
Not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Size matters to my fans, for me. But, like, literally, all dick get hard and it grows. So my thing is to watch that motherfucker grow, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if you come here soft, you're going to leave hard, and that's it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But has the guy ever taken his pants down and you were like, that's not what you were expecting?
Sure.
I got to work with...
Mm-hmm. But my thing, again, is just to be like, okay, what we doing with this? I know you got something in you.
Uh-huh.
You know? Everybody got something in them, and they compensate. Some guys with smaller penis, they know how to eat pussy better than anything. So have something about you that's going to compensate whatever you lack, I feel like.
Do you think that they eat pussy better because they have to make up for the fact that...
Mm-hmm. They going to learn. Because they know that they probably don't got too much to give down there. So they about to, they got to make the girl come some way. So I feel like, people compensate. Like if you deaf, you can see better. You know how that stuff go. Compensate. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or they could get some dick extenders too if they really feeling weird about it. You can get a penile prosthetic. Mm-hmm. That thing be bigger in a 24 hours type shit.
Damn. Well, someone who does not need a penis enhancement is Brickzilla.
Oh.
He's been on the bus.
Shout out to Brick.
He
my porn boyfriend, they call him.
Oh, really? I love Brickzilla. He's a great guy. He's amazing. So funny. He has a very spiritual, which is what a lot of people wouldn't think about him.
Very spiritual, very poetic. When he talks, he's like rhyming.
He is.
Like, Ebony, you got the good pussy. Like, okay.
Yes. He said a couple things that were kind of out there, for sure. But he's
We're all
funny.
a little weird here. We're all going mad here.
And his comments have gone viral. He's just a funny guy.
He is.
But he also has a 13-inch dick.
Is it 13? That's what he told you?
That's what he told me. He said...
So he said he didn't measure it to you? So he don't remember that we did. And it is 13, but he's talking about soft. He's being very, very humble. When that motherfucker get hard, and he was super duper hard, he was at 15 inches. It was at like 15. He gives himself 2 extra inches. That motherfucking dick is humongous. It's down here. You see how short he is? In person, y'all probably don't know.
Right.
But because that's how camera is. Film make you bigger, taller. But he is not that tall. Right. So he just been walking around this world with that huge ass dick just slinging this whole time. And it's like, no, when they get big, like hard, and he's really erected, like real hard, that motherfucker grow bigger than 13 for sure.
He did say that it depends on the connection, how hard he gets.
Oh, and we tear each other up. That's like my porn boyfriend. We've done so many scenes together. And made a lot of money together. Yeah, I just seen Brick over the weekend for Exotica. Really? Yeah, that's my round. We fuck with each other. But yeah, his dick is huge, bro.
Is that the biggest dick you've ever taken?
It's confusing to me because we have Dread.
How big is Dread's dick?
I don't know the real size of it, but I know BK because we was talking. We figured it out. But as far as Dread, they feel like they compare them too. So I don't know because it's different. BK dick is big and thick and like curvy. Dread is big and not as thick, but it's big. There's more length to it, not so much girth. So it's just big and different. Would you say that a curve feels better on a dick than without a curve? That's a good question. It hits walls differently. I feel like the curve, because it's a curve. So, of course, it's like hitting it. Like, the straight is just like bow, bow, bow. So, you kind of got to move to get it. Oh, wow, this butt shakes. You got to move with it when you do it. But, like, a curve is already like a hook. A hook. Damn, I'm getting excited. It's a hook in there. So, yeah, no, I feel like curved dicks help hit that chord. Hit that chord is crazy because that's when you squirt and people be like, how do you do that? It's literally the connection at that time because every woman can squirt. But I'm more surprised that there's so many women who haven't yet.
Maybe you can get a little like squirting lesson tutorial online.
It's pretty much, there you go again. You need your time by yourself. It's very important to masturbate because squirting is a female ejaculation. Right. We're not talking about urine. It comes from the same area, but it's a different gland. All you got to do, again, is study anatomy. Right. So definitely squirt is not urine. We're talking about real female ejaculation, not the pissy stuff. And it definitely is a buildup of just like extreme pounding and hitting that chord I talk about, and clit stimulation. The G spot of a woman is what makes us get the O ski. As you know, I love sexy red, clearly. But yeah, no, really, the O is what makes a woman orgasm. Men don't know that some women, even though they're fucking them, they're having the great time, that feeling that a man gets when they ejaculate, that women don't get that even through sex unless we get to an orgasm. And some women die without an orgasm. It's super sad.
So Sukiana recently went viral, and it's because a video of hers leaked online, and
literally
leaked. Yes. And people were basically trolling her, clowning her in the comments, saying, you know, that she was peeing instead of squirting. Then she ended up saying, actually, I was peeing on myself because I like to do that. So, like you kind of were just saying, but I'll ask again, is pee squirt?
No. That's why she says she peed. When you squirt, you don't know that you're squirting. Here's a trial. We'll do this. This is how we're going to figure this out. I want you to pee before you go to the bathroom and have sex. Totally empty yourself out. Have amazing sex. Honey, you just peed. It don't even look the same. It don't smell. Smell it. If it smell like piss in your room, you peed. Squirt don't have no smell, just like cum really don't. Like, it's a different level. You'll know.
So it doesn't squirt does not come from the same place that pee comes from?
Whole different gland. I can forget what it's called right now, but I'll go ahead and give it to you. We'll put it in the comments somewhere. But it's a whole different gland that squirt comes from. It's a different organ. Pee comes from the urinary tract. Squirt comes from, I think it's the Sabacus gland. It's a different gland.
Okay. So there are girls, though, in the industry that I've heard that they will pee but say it's squirt. Have you ever seen that in
It's film. Maybe, again, it might not be that chemistry. He not hitting that chord, but we need this to be a squirt scene. Make sense? So we're going to have to do some things to make the squirt happen.
Oh, got it.
And we don't have time for y'all to get this connection we looking for and for you to do it naturally.
Right, okay.
So that's the point. You know, it's film. Again, like I mentioned before, an 8-hour day can be like a 20-minute, 30-minute scene.
Right.
You know? Right. There's a lot that goes on in that 8 hours to give them that great 20 minutes.
Okay. So from like the medical side of it, it's not the same?
No.
But sometimes in porn or in the shows, it could be pee, but it's always going to be advertised as squirt unless it's a pee video. Correct?
Right, exactly.
Okay, got it.
And usually peeing, or like we call it golden shower, would be more like a male act versus a female act. Golden shower is like because how do they show you they ejaculate unless it's cum? If they're peeing on you, honey, it's pee. With a girl, how do you know she coming? Unless you, like, whatever that creamy stuff is, look like a yeast infection to me. I don't like that very much. But that's another way you could say that she's creaming. But otherwise, if it's clear, which it usually is for a woman, you don't even know she came unless she mad wet. But a man, you know, it's pee and you know what cum look like. Two different. So, yeah, so like a golden shower is like a golden shower.
Right. So when you are getting prepared to take dick that's going to make you squirt, you know, just big dick in general, how do you like mentally get ready for that? How do you get ready for a big dick, like Brazilla, Dread?
I drink and you pray and you drink some tequila.
Okay.
Literally.
Do you have a tequila preference that's best for big dick?
Casamigos 1942. You know, I don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Yeah, literally, I pray about it. And I give it to the Lord. and I go ahead and take me a shot and get up on in there, baby, because it's happening whether you want it to or not. You're here, and he's ready. Lights, camera, action, let's go. Don't be scared now.
Well, from experience, when Brickzilla is ready, he's ready. Like, when shooting him, like, he's ready. It's the 10 minutes is up, it's time to go. So you just say a little prayer and take a shot?
Literally.
And that works for you?
It does. It's worked all the time, especially with his big ass dick. And then in my videos, when they hear me calling out to the Lord, like, oh my God, I'm dead serious. They just won't stop rolling. But I would need the Lord right now to come in here and help me take all this dick that he created. Yeah. It's okay to call on the Lord. God is watching us every day, all the time. Sex is normal. So, hell yeah, I be needing a little help sometimes. But like he gonna fuck me through my throat. Like it come through my pussy, come through my mouth, it's so big. Like, oh my God, help. I feel like a dog for real.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know.
I don't know, mommy. That's you.
Yeah, props to you. So, do you think that girls fake orgasms?
Sure. Yeah. It's for the film. You don't want to be like quiet girl. Like, are you a brick board? Like, why are you not saying anything?
Right.
So it's important, I think, for have the verbalization, have fun, moaning, and yeah, sure. Do
you think that... Sorry, let me rephrase that. Do you think that guys can tell when a girl's faking it?
No. Not if she's a good actress. Yeah, no. Because, like, how? I mean, the pussy's wet, she's moaning. It actually makes him feel more confident. Like, oh, this feels good for her. She's going crazy. So I think that's actually helpful. So I don't think that they know, because that would be weird. Like, are you faking it while he's fucking the shit out of her? I doubt it. You know?
Some guys on here, they say they can tell, but I don't know if it's real or if they're just saying that to...
In the act, I'm not sure. Maybe on film, because maybe she's being too much. Like, okay, girl, my dick isn't even in you. Like, that kind of shit, but like, that's crazy in themselves for them to say that. Well, you're not giving what needs to be gave? You're not fucking the shit out this girl? Why you saying she faking? I mean, what, you lazy? Like, you get it? Like, I wouldn't think a girl would be faking if I'm fucking her. I could never think that. Like, nah, I tore her ass up. So I want a penis. Sometimes I do. Because if I did, the wives would, man, these guys would be in trouble. Because they already be in my DM, the wives, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, wives love me.
What do they say?
Oh, they be trying to figure out how I suck dick like that or squirt.
So they want tips?
Yeah. And some of them be wanting to, with their husbands, you know, let's come into the bedroom.
Like a threesome?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, girl.
Which I actually recommend. You shouldn't, why not watch porn with your mate? Why you over there by yourself watching it? Come together. There's no sneaking here. Like, look at this. Look how she just sucked that dick. Or look how, you know, you can learn something. Y'all can have a really good relationship doing that.
So do you watch porn with a person that you're dating?
I'm not dating much nowadays, but I watch porn, my porn usually.
Right.
Because I'm trying to critique myself. So I watch my porn. Not the whole scene, but just certain things about it.
A lot of performers say that sometimes it's hard for them to watch back their performance because, you know.
I do it for just, so I, like how I'm, like my critique of myself. But to like get hard off it, like hard, like I got a penis, but to come off it or get horny or something, no. I don't get horny watching porn. And as recently, can I say this on camera? It's gay porn that's doing it for me.
I was gonna ask what
like
your
it's
porn
literally
category?
creeping up on my damn timeline. Like I don't necessarily mean to watch it, but the way the world is, especially with Twitter and shit, just be like, wow. I be like, oh my God, hold on. I'm learning how to do anal on gay porn. Yeah, it took me some good mean penis. Yeah, so it's actually like I still don't think I get horny, but I'm just really intrigued to watch it for some reason.
And Twitter porn, low key, like people say it's the best porn.
I ain't gonna lie, Twitter is that place over there is crazy. Twitter's crazy. So if you're not on Twitter, you should be on Twitter for sure.
Earlier, you said that you made a guy come 17 to 20 times with a condom on. What is the most amount of nuts in a day that you've made a guy come?
I think that was World Book of Guinness for me. Yeah, that was crazy. That was nuts. I would say if we was to do more rounds in that day, which I'm totally down for sometimes, it could be more. But in that one session, that was crazy. That one made me think, like, what kind of talking to my pussy after the scene, like, bitch, what you got going on here?
Yeah.
You doing the damn thing. You got your granny pussy, great. Yeah.
Oh.
Got the ancestral pussy coming in here. Yeah, so no, that would have been the most for me, for sure.
So how many nuts a day, then, do you think a guy deserves?
Deserves is crazy. Shit, as many as he can get out, really. I think maybe like, I don't know, that's a good, how do you count this shit? It's just like, how many times should we fuck? If you a good guy and we having fun, we could fuck like at least 4 times a day.
But you can make a guy come without fucking, so I guess...
That part too, though. But my fucking is like, even all kinds. Like, even if I make you come, we fucked. In any way we did it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see what yeah.
Visual, because I'm a visual girl, like virtual bitch, you know? I make them come without touching me type shit already. So it'd be like, yeah, the fact of the matter is, I feel like maybe 3 or 4 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And dessert.
And dessert is important. But everything in moderation. I feel like everything's so technical, political. Right. Just fucking have fun and be safe out here. Like, if you're in a relationship where y'all very sexually hyper and inclined, fuck. Like, what the fuck? Because maybe that will keep you both together and not cheating. You know, I think people cheat because they get bored or they're not able to express themselves or communicate. So they feel like they gotta go somewhere else.
For sure. Okay, so... But I mean, I feel like if you're giving your man 3 to 4 nuts a day, like, he not gonna want to go.
Unless he's just selfish or maybe addicted.
True. Okay. So in other news, Krishan Rock is allegedly getting her blue face tattoos removed. Have you ever gotten a man's name or face tatted on you? I'm not doing that. But she was totally in love with him. Shout out to Christiane. I mean, I think that everything she's doing is amazing. She's about to bring a baby in the world. And the fact of the matter is, people change, situations change. So she doing what's best for her. Right. I just was wondering, really, was it safe during pregnancy with the laser removal, which it is. There's a low risk to your baby when you do that. So people was questioning her before the baby even get here, how motherly she is, which that's not it. People are so crazy, but we put this stuff online for people to see so they have an opinion. Right. But yeah, they were just more concerned, I think, the fans, about the baby's risk, which is very low. Yeah, so that's probably why she did it. She wanted the man off her body. Right. And I could see why. What kind of dick does a man have to have for a woman to get his face tatted on her twice? Some really good, expensive dick. He probably was paying for her some things. He probably took her out the trenches, made her lifestyle different. Clearly, he was a rapper. He seemed to care about her. He was fucking the shit out of her when he got all this other pussy that he could get. So just making her feel more exclusive to him. Yeah, I believe he would have to have some really good, solid, hard, expensive dick. He got to take care of somebody. Otherwise, the girl might cheat too. Like, you're boring. Who cares who you are, you know? Right. And they always have some drama with his baby mom and, like, then her and back and forth in the picture. So, I mean, to have all that going on with multiple women and them getting your face tatted, you must have some good D. Yeah, or yes, and the fact that maybe she felt obligation, maybe he helped her in some way. You know how, like, when somebody do something for you that's life-changing, you feel more, like, obligated to them or solid or, like, loyal to them because they did whatever they did. Like, you might owe them something. That part. So she probably felt like she was just trying to be a loyal woman to him and show him that, but you know how things go. For sure. There was recently a massage therapist on the bus, and he said that he made a girl squirt just by giving her a massage on her body without touching her pussy at all. What the hell? Do you think that that's possible? I don't know if she peed or not. You don't know if she peed or not? She might have peed on herself. No, it could be. He must have some really good touch. Damn. Recently, a boxer and an OnlyFans model, Daniela Hemsley, was banned from an upcoming boxing final after she flashed the crowd on live TV, flashed her titties after winning.
That's fucked up.
Do you think that she should have been banned? I mean, she's getting a lot of controversy. Some people are saying, well, if it was a man, he would have been able to flash or do whatever. But then other people are saying, you know, there's families on live TV watching this, and then she's going to flash her titties.
That's the problem. Like, sexual orientation exception is totally fine, but we still have to protect the visuals from children. And people that aren't underage, predators and stuff like that. There's levels. So I can understand why that might have happened, because I'm not sure that you can incorporate so much still. It's like more acceptable to talk about it, but they don't want to see it. Like Cardi B in her first song with Motorsport was talking about Offset, maybe we should sell our porn. And she's doing very well on OnlyFans, but one thing you could fantasize, because she's saying, I will suck my husband dick. I be sucking my, but you haven't seen it. So it still makes it a fantasy. So when you do stuff like that, you take the fantasy away. And also, it's a problem. You can't do that stuff on live TV. You can't.
Well, do you think that sometimes OnlyFans creators and content creators in general, they get a sense of confidence because they're doing OnlyFans, because they're famous on TikTok or Instagram, or, you know, just a famous content creator, that they kind of get a pass for some of these things? I mean, because
we try it. You know, we're trying to do content, go viral, do things that shock factors, but at the same time, people have gone to jail. People have gotten banned, lost their accounts, lost their homes for it. You know, their Airbnbs and stuff. So, yeah, you got to be careful. You got to think, because not everything, that clout could be dangerous. Clout is a drug too. So
yeah, that's true. Clout is a drug. People get addicted to going viral,
especially when you're making money off this shit. It's like, but there also is like morals, and there's limits, and you know.
For sure. So now we're gonna talk about your girl that you love, Sexy Red.
Let's go.
So she recently got some backlash because of her appearance at a high school. Have you seen that?
No, what she was doing?
So she showed up at a high school, and people were assuming online, apparently, that she was going to perform some of her songs, which got some backlash because these are, you know, probably mostly underage children listening to music that is what some would say inappropriate.
Right.
But then she ended up saying that she just went there to give out some bundles and things like that for prom, because when she was in high school, she needed help getting ready for prom.
Lit.
So that's what she was saying.
Right.
But when she walked into the high school, she flicked them off as she was walking in.
Oh, now I see the picture.
So there's just some backlash, and what do you think about that? Like,
again, that would be more for her publicist, her management company team to have a in-person private conversation, because you have to be molded when you outside in front of everybody. You have a brand and to kind of keep your image. She was just being Sexy Red, but it just wasn't the appropriate place, appropriate time. I don't think she meant nothing by it. I'm not sure. She was just probably in her vibe, but totally probably not the right place, right moment for it. So it's just basically reminding yourself at all times your environment, where you at, because we still human and we still ourselves. So she probably was just being herself, but it just probably wasn't the right place for that, you know?
She was also recently seen booed up with Drake on his lap. You seen that?
They going crazy. Not Red with Champagne Poppy. I love that. I love it. I think they're about to do some really dope music. I think that's what's going on here.
Do you think that they would make a cute couple?
I think her and Aubrey would. They could. I could see them like scissoring and stuff like that.
Oh, scissoring? Why the scissoring?
Because they make good music. They're very, I don't know. Maybe he could turn. I feel like I feel like Drake liked those kind of girls, like open sexually. He loved the strippers.
Dominant.
So,
I think he likes dominant.
Right. So I think he would have a good time with her and her friends.
Do you think they would have good sex?
I think they would.
Because based off of her song, she sounds like she's a freak.
She sounds like she could tear somebody up. But Drake too. He be putting that in there a little bit. He just gonna sing it to you.
Right.
But
So she's gonna give like the like the hardcore dominant. He's gonna give that sensual, intimate kind of vibe.
Yin and yang, I love it. Fireworks, psh, going crazy.
Sexy Red also said, I think it was in a Complex interview, that she didn't know not everybody's booty hole is brown.
I'm hollering now. That's hella funny.
She said
she don't be looking at everybody's asshole like mine is brown. Yeah, that's funny.
She said that for the
got
first
pink
time.
holes too.
Yeah, somebody said that their booty hole was pink, and she was so shocked by it.
I'm dying. Actually, people actually bleach their booty holes too. So yeah, that's funny. Pink booty holes. It would be weird to have a white person with a black booty hole, like a brown booty hole. Like, is that boo-boo on you or not? They're pink down there, usually. But I did fuck an Asian with a big-ass dick. Shout out to Chong Dong for browsers. It was an anal scene, but he older. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But that was my my co-star for that day. And he has a big-ass dick, and it's brown. Like brown, like me. Anyway, y'all can see the scene. I can't make it up. You know I don't cap.
Really?
Yes. It's a browser scene. Look up Ebony Mystique and Chong Dong, and his dick is big and brown. Usually people think Asian dicks are small. Definitely not brown. I was looking like, do you have circulation problems? My nursing was kicking in. Like, what the fuck? But it worked fine. Trust me. I was running from his ass.
So I guess the moral is you can't determine a person's booty hole or dick color based on what they look like.
That is the news of the day.
I can see it now, like the fan bus, like headline is, don't assume the color of the booty hole.
What color is your booty hole? For sure.
That's funny. Recently, the Island Boys put out a video online of them making out with each other. Have you seen that? How do you feel
Find
about
somebody
that?
else to do it. Again, that clout is a dangerous drug. I believe they not like friends saying they twins. They came out the same pussy. They like real twins. And we all know about what is it, incest or something like that. And everybody, look, I don't like to judge people on what they want to do, but I mean, they act like they didn't do it. Like, they're not saying, hell yeah, we're kissing each other. They're not like riding with it. They almost kind of like saying, like, almost like denying it in a way. So the fact that they're not pushing for what people are seeing, the visuals they putting out, I feel like they confusing what they putting out. Maybe they just doing it because they OnlyFans money is down and they shooting, doing shit out of desperation. But if they really truly are incest, won't you say you incest? I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
They're making out with tongue, like.
I don't know and you can't deny that. That is your twin. And look, there we go judging. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is, if that's what you want to do, ride for that shit. You know what I mean? Because it's a little weird.
Right. Sometimes I feel like, though, rappers, they rap about, or celebrities, they talk about fucking twins, right? But obviously they're talking about baddie female twins. And in that sense, you know, I'm sure people would think it's hot if those twins made out, even though that's still considered incest.
I get the fetish. I'm just like, I'm not 100%.
But when guys do it, the Island Boys, it's a little bit.
But even two girl twins, they had that in the industry. Havana and they had that in the industry where they were identical twins, but they never shot together. So, you know, if I was an identical twin, me personally, or like a twin, I wouldn't want to share no date with my sister.
Right.
That's just me, though.
Right.
I'm just saying.
For sure. Drake recently posted a video showing off his manicure. Have you seen it? So he was also showing off his bust down watch, but he had a little manicure with him, and the bust down was actually rainbow colored. So how do you feel about the trend of men getting their nails painted and doing things that are considered more feminine?
It might just be an expression. Fashion, you know, fashion, how you express stuff. Guns N' Roses used to paint their nails and they're hardcore rock and roll. The fact of the matter is, the world is changing. Things are more acceptable. We're adding on to things. We're learning more things. I think that Drake probably is trying to allow the world to understand that he has no judgment about sexual preference.
Right.
You know, that's pretty much what I think that might be. I accept all of you for who you are. So he was just probably giving props to the to my rainbow people, the LGBTQ plus yeah, this is a few more increment letters, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Do you think it takes away a guy's masculinity though?
No.
Okay.
No, I like a man with nice manicure and some and a pedicure. I don't like no jacked up. Because where are you putting them hands? Looking like E.T. phone home.
And it is a trend now.
Yeah. Because E.T. phone home gonna go home with some, like, just imagine, where you sticking that? So we'll get a pedicure or a manicure together before ever. But yeah, I like that. It shows you take care of yourself.
Right, exactly. All right, so what is next for you, Ebony Mystique?
Well, I'm not done yet. Like, I've been on a little hiatus, I would say. I'm not shooting actively, but a lot of things have been released from what I did before I went on my little hiatus. But I'm working on a reality TV show that I'm producing myself with a major network. We can't really say where yet.
Okay.
But we're working on that as we speak. What else? I'm getting into more of a production director standpoint, still doing being talent, but I'm able now in my mindset to kind of create and direct scenes, and that's been going pretty decent because I have been on my little hiatus from talent, so I've been doing that. More studios, content studios. I have one in LA, I have one in Las Vegas. Okay. So if you guys ever want to come out and shoot, I'm really good at like decorating and really dope sets. And the one in LA has 6 sets. The one in Las Vegas is a house, which a couple of different sets in there. So more of those. Like I'm really into like giving people a space to be creative. Right. I really like that idea. I love that.
Speaking of creativity, you do a lot of parody sex scenes.
Yeah.
Like the Foxy Brown. Where do you get those ideas from?
Oh, at the time that was my management. But there were some things that I came up with, like I did a Tina Turner parody. What's Dick got to do with it? That was with Rob Piper. Shout out to Tina Turner, she passed. But that was me. And then like Coming to America, I did a Coming to America parody. That was me. And I just did a really dope blow bang, which like was Cleopatra tits, and that was me. So I'm kind of getting into, like I said, the kind of directing, producing, from location to wardrobe to script. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, I think so. Cool. If you were to have like your dream parody scene, what would it be?
Okay, I'm actually going to do this. We're going to actually turn me into Mystique, like from X-Men. Ooh. So the whole body paint, nothing cheesy. The contacts, the wig, and we're gonna do like a real movie about it. So, yeah, cool. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be. I'm looking forward to that. I'm just trying to figure out how not to get my blue paint on the guy's penis.
I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put a Gorilla Glue on me. Yeah. Okay, it'll work.
You got a Gorilla Grip, maybe. Have you heard that before?
Gorilla Glue, yes. Yeah. Gorilla Grip, Gorilla Glue. Shout out to Fan Buzz, Fan Band. I thank you guys for fucking having me. I gave all my confessions.
I know.
Bro, you asked me everything.
Actually, one more confession.
Oh,
Since
shit.
you are on Buzz Confession, what is one confession that you've never told anyone before?
Oh my God. Okay. I am very, very kind of inquisitive, curious person. So I really like to smell my food before I eat it. Okay. And I have literally tasted my cum recently. Oh. But I smelt it, because don't we always do pussy checks and penis balls? I hope so. And giving back rat or not, EV or not. But I taste amazing. Yeah, so I haven't told anyone that. It wasn't on film. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
If you had to compare the taste to something that our audience would know, what would it be?
There was a little bit of sweet in it. I think because I was drinking pineapple juice that day. Okay. But just like with breast milk, I don't know if anybody ever tasted it. Don't worry about why I know. I'll tell you why I know, because I've had milky breasts before and I tasted it. And it's sweet. It's the same thing like the pussy. It's like whatever comes through your mouth, like a guy's cum too, it maybe tastes like that. So I may put it in a jar and sell my cum. Oh. They already want my piss and my farts in a jar. But maybe my cum, we're onto something. Might be a lube.
Oh.
I don't know. But yeah, I taste amazing.
Okay.
So I had that experience. So I taste myself. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, that is a confession for sure.
Yeah. It's not on video yet, but now y'all know what I be doing at home in my own bedroom. So don't judge me.
Oh, okay. No judgment on the bus. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having
happy
me.
to have you.
Thank you for having
And
me.
we're gonna get you on the bus again, girl.
Yeah, I gotta do a scene for y'all. I know y'all want that, so we're gonna see what happens with that. I really, really appreciate you for letting me turn up.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much. And we're gonna get you back, girl.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.